That sound. A short, cruel little melody that meant everything was over. Mario's death jingle. You don't need me to hum it. It's already playing in your head right now, isn't it? Burned in somewhere between your earliest memories and your first experience of genuine failure. You didn't lose because you were careless. You lost because the game was built to make you lose. Repeatedly, expensively. And we're only now finding out how deliberate it really was. It's 1994. Your mom just handed you a blockbuster bag, The Lion King. 48 hours on the clock. Level 1 feels almost generous. Then Level 2 loads. I just can't wait to be king. Within 4 minutes, a monkey has thrown you into the void for the third time. You didn't mistime it. A monkey grabbed Simba, flung him sideways, ended your run with the indifference of a corporate memo. Because that's deliberate. Because that's exactly what it was. This wasn't bad game design. It was a financial strategy weaponized against children. In 2014, Lewis Castle, co-founder of Westwood Studios and the game's director, went on record. Late in development, Disney ran rental metrics and issued a directive. Players should not reach the halfway point within 6 to 8 hours. No time to build new levels. The only place to intervene was the monkey puzzle in Level 2. Shoehorned in, fine-tuned for maximum time waste, shipped. Castle has since apologized. That monkey didn't hate you. It was a sales target in a cartoon costume. And if the game didn't break you mentally, the hardware tried to break you physically. Every time you fell, the 50th, the 100th, you weren't failing a game. You were failing a revenue projection. And you had no way of knowing that. Quick timeout before the next trauma checkpoint. If you have a blister scar on your thumb from an SNES controller, subscribe. You found your people. Drop a comment. Which level made you genuinely cry? Not frustration tears, real ones. I'll read the most devastating answers out loud. Let's talk about that thumb. Nintendo thumb was a documented repetitive stress condition. Blisters, joint inflammation, tendon pain from hammering a D-pad past midnight. But the blisters were only the beginning. After a long enough session, the cross shape of the D-pad would indent into the soft pad of your thumb. A raised imprint pressed into your skin. You'd hold your hand up and see the mark. Somewhere in your 8-year-old brain, you understood you'd earned something. A war wound from a war nobody else took seriously. The hardware compounded it. The NES controller had edges sharp enough to leave grooves in your palm. The cable ran 6 feet, planting you 3 feet from a curved CRT screen every session for years. Then there was the ritual. Your game wouldn't load. You pulled the cartridge, blew into it, reinserted it, waited. It seemed to work, enough to lock the behavior in permanently. Friend groups developed personal techniques, convinced their method was correct. None of them were. Moisture from your breath accelerated oxidation on the copper contacts, degrading the cartridge. The fix was a dry cotton swab, a solution that existed, that nobody passed down. Instead, you exhaled into a plastic rectangle for a decade and called it troubleshooting. Ask anyone who owned a NES which level broke them, and a disproportionate number land on the same 2 words: turbo tunnel. Then there was the level that didn't just try to beat you, it tried to end friendships. Battletoads, 1991, Level 3. A hoverbike sequence where speed escalates past the threshold of conscious reaction time. You cannot see a wall and dodge it. The only path through is memorization, knowing the turn before the screen shows it. That is, mechanically, a rhythm game. Battletoads built one inside a brawler in 1991, with no warning. Guitar Hero wouldn't arrive for 14 more years to give anyone vocabulary for what that meant. And if you played with a sibling, the 2-player mode had friendly fire. One mistimed hit and you killed your player 2. Not knocked them back, killed them. Both players sent to the last checkpoint to restart the nightmare as a team. Living rooms became courtrooms. Siblings stopped speaking over a hoverbike level someone thought was acceptable co-op design. Ask the gaming community. The report is consistent. Most people who owned Battletoads never saw Level 4. No formal study exists, but 30 years of players telling the same story is its own kind of data. Some doors weren't meant to open. That realization, that you could want something completely and never reach it, was a specific kind of education. It stays with you. Modern games give you waypoints, autosaves, difficulty sliders, tutorials for mechanics a 10-year-old in 1993 figured out through failure alone. Part of you resents that. When you finally cleared a level that had beaten you 40 times, what registered wasn't satisfaction, it was proof. Proof the hours meant something. Nobody granted you that. Those weren't achievements unlocked, they were evidence of something real. We wrecked our thumbs and eyesight for something we called fun. At least when the console clicked off, the pressure ended. We could always yank the cartridge out and walk away. But then we bought a tiny plastic keychain that screamed at us at 3 a.m. if we dared to ignore it. Because running alongside all of this, the rental countdowns, the turbo tunnels, the cartridge rituals, was another piece of technology, smaller. A plastic keychain that demanded something far worse than skill. It demanded your constant attention. It didn't pause when you went to school. It didn't care that you were asleep. And unlike every game on this list, blowing into it was never going to help. That's a different kind of nightmare. Click here to find out why we invited it in.